Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist here. And what do you think this is? It looks like pieces of wood, and it has a pungent, almost alkaline kind of smell to it. It smells good, actually. Well, this is Hydrangea Root. And hydrangea is a beautiful flower. You've probably seen them in San Francisco and Florida. They grow here in Puerto Rico. I'm amazed they grow here, actually. They grow in the United States in general, in Asia, and many different places. And they have wonderful healing qualities. You know, the stems, the roots, and the leaves are, and these happen to be the root itself, cut up, are really great for kidney problems, and especially kidney and bladder stones. And it was used by Native Americans for treating kidney and bladder problems. It also soothes the prostate and bladder and the kidneys in general, and gets rid of urethral irritation. It's a great diuretic, and it helps with flushing out kidney stones and bladder stones, and it's the associated stone. It helps with the associated stone of passing a kidney stone, which is really painful. Also works well for urinary tract infections. More about getting rid of some of the bacteria, because it's a good diuretic more than anything else. And it's also a great autoimmune mediator problem solver, because a lot of people have autoimmune disease. If they gave them certain new products that help with autoimmune disease, it lowers their immune system in general. But they have found that there are agents in Hydrangea Root which actually helps with autoimmune disease, and it doesn't lower the immune system at the same time, which is really helpful for things like lupus and MS and some types of arthritis and other autoimmune diseases in general, Scleroderma. It also helps with blood sugar balancing, eczema, psoriasis, even type 1 diabetes, and inflammatory bowel disease. And like I said, Harvard Medical School showed that there are compounds in this that help with Scleroderma, and that's a very difficult disease to deal with. It also contains some really powerful and wonderful antioxidants like quercetin and rutin, which are amazingly powerful, and it helps to in many different ways. Antioxidants are really great for helping to prevent DNA damage and working on, cardiovascular disease and preventing cardiovascular disease, strokes and cancer and that type of thing. It also has the ability to treat in enlarged prostate, and because it has a great anti-inflammatory capability, it can help to shrink the prostate a little bit and help to move urine out of the bladder. If you're having problems urinating and your bladder is inflamed and enlarged, you might want to try some hydrangea root. That'll help greatly. Also, as it is a good diuretic, it can help with gout and edema. So if you have stocking of fluid in your legs, or you have a lot of aches and pains and inflammation in your feet from gout, then try some hydrangea root. Also, they have found that if people have tinnitus and have ringing in their ears because of buildup of calcium in their middle and inner ear, they found hydrangea root may, over a long period of time, have a good effect on that. So you might want to try some hydrangea root. It might take 6 months, but it can help with tinnitus or ringing in the ears. Also, together with nettle tea and gravel root or Another name for gravel root is queen of the meadow root. Together with that, helps the kidneys to function better, and helps with inflammation, and helps person to pass kidney stones and get rid of inflammation in the bladder and the prostate and the kidneys in general. And so that's a great combination of three of them together to help with bladder, kidney, and prostate problems. And you can find it in this form, which is cut and sifted, I call it, a cut up root, and you can make tea with this, and also capsules, and it comes in tinctures and extracts and all kinds of different things. The normal dose is 2 to 4 grams if you're taking the capsules. Extract is 2 to 4 mils 3 times a day, and that's 2 to 4 grams 3 times a day. 2 to 4 mils of the extract 2 to 3 times a day. 2 to 10 mils of the tincture 3 times a day. And taking 2 to 4 teaspoons of the cut and sifted like this, and making tea out of it. Take a cup of hot water, put that into it, let it steep for about 15 minutes, 2 to 4 teaspoons, and then put it through a strainer and have a nice cup of tea, and have that 3 times a day, and that will help greatly. So if you're having some kind of urinary tract problem, or perhaps autoimmune problem, or ringing in the ears, or inflammation in general, try some hydrangea root. And you can grow these yourself, and I think it's really important. Another thing about autoimmune disease, I think that a lot of our autoimmune disease is being caused by a lot of stress, and also an amazing amount of toxins that we have going on, which makes the immune system go crazy. And when we start eating organic, we start seeing less and less of that happening. And we have, pesticides and herbicides and fertilizers in our food, and we've been seeing a 4-fold increase in liver and kidney disease because of GMO foods and all kinds of herbicides in our foods. And also a very big increase in autoimmune disease over the last few years, where this is becoming more common to have these toxins in our food. So eat organic, and you'll start to see a huge difference. There's no doubt about it. So try some wonderful hydrangea root, and perhaps life will be a little less inflamed. I love you.